I think Toronto's special because it's a multicultural city, number one. I think the people are extremely friendly, genuinely friendly though, not just on the surface, you know. The amount of times I use the elevator to get back up here into my apartment and people genuinely strike up a conversation just because they want to and not because they feel like they need to, that it makes me feel really welcome, you know. And I think that the most people that come and visit Toronto get that feeling. I think most people are proud to be living in this city and in this country, so it's really nice when you can go and actually, you know, this team is representing them in a way.
Okay, this time it's going to be Sash and Jimmy when you play it, and I'm going to knock a ball for the back line to be ready for, okay? So Sash just want to come as a drop forward in there. No matter what, if I play short, you've got it. If I play wide, third wide, you've got it. X, you've got it. Front, if I go long, centre backs have got it.
It's not bad, you know, just training every day, so we're with everybody. But you miss home a little bit. It's quite a long time, 3 weeks. My own bed. Tired of the hotel bed. But no, obviously family, siblings and stuff like that.
Don't fancy Terry, he's just going to go for a pure strike, isn't he? Good. Pure strike, Terry, I knew it was coming. If you make a mistake as a goalkeeper, it goes in the back of the net 9 times out of 10. And I think that's what makes goalkeepers so mentally strong. They've got to be big characters. Not necessarily shouters or whatever like that, but they've got to be steely characters. Believe in themselves. Oh, time faults! Time faults! Well, for me, I think if you're to ask a normal person to save a shot that's coming in at 80, 90 miles an hour, you'd be crazy. You know, you ask a normal person to put their head in front of somebody's boot, they're crazy. You know, but for a goalkeeper, it's part of day-to-day life. That's the one, you're there as well. Be brave enough. Be brave, be brave. You know what's going, you know what's coming. Yeah. I'm probably the luckiest guy in this league, the luckiest goalkeeping coach in this league. That I have 3 guys that, perfect ages. If you look at their ages all the way down, if you look at their mentality and where they're at their careers, they can all learn off each other. And it's a fantastic environment for me and the goalkeepers to work in. With Q, what I tend to forget sometimes is he is still a young kid, and sometimes his fun-loving side comes out too much and I have to put him in his place. But it's great to see that, because as I told him, I says, as a goalkeeper, you have to have your own personality. Ah, see, that's right, still my pal. No. Yeah, no. The biggest compliment I can give Q is that he's came in from the first team from the start of last season, and he's never looked out of place. He's training with the first team every single day, and that's a very hard thing to do mentally. You know, I think what he's good at as well, he switches off quite well. Sometimes I think he plays too much Xbox or PlayStation 3. I think he's a top man at that.
Yes! Trash it, man. Wow! Yes! One more! Hit it! Hit it! Q! Yes! Yes! Activate goal! That's how we do it, boys.
You know, for some reason, their players don't get tired. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hughes for sure, as Reggie said, for sure is doing something. A little bit of cheating going on, you know.
I know, bro. But if it came through, I was hitting B.
There's no B on this controller.
Circle, bro.
Who's hey, who's who? Who's Barca?
Who's Barca? No one's Barca.
Yeah, he's the wrong guy.
Samesies, bro.
Hey, Papa, you good?
Calm it down.
Papa, you good?
We're good. We're winning 3-2.
Calm it back, bro.
Nervous? Nice.
Only as good as your last game.
Shut up, Reggie.
It should have been classic, you know. It should have been classic.
Exactly. There's no more golden goal rule.
As you
Once again,
saw, we
cheating.
came back.
All I hear is excuses, man.
Next game, if you're here, we'll show them that we're the best team. So
100% UV all the way. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nah, man, this is too much.
Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake.
Should have been 3-0.
Well, it's all, when you're part of a family, it's all cons, to tell you the truth. It's not great. I mean, the great thing about family isn't you know, if you have a really bad day at the office, or you lose, or you're just having a bad day, you know, your family doesn't care. They love you for who you are, you know, kind of thing.
I won't lie, if you look around, I think that'll tell you how excited we are to get back. We've already packed up quite a bit of our stuff that we don't need for today. Left out just the necessities to get by for game day here today, and it makes it easier when we get back tonight. We won't have to pack too much. It's just ready to go tomorrow morning. For me, it's you know, looking outside, the weather's great, Orlando's great, but Toronto's Toronto. It's my home, and it always will be. And yeah, I don't mind coming home to snow and cold weather. That's what I'm used to. So the biggest thing is just packing the gear that we need to set up a mini clinic or a training room on the road. It makes it a little difficult at times because we're away for 3 weeks plus. So you have to pack enough tape and supplies to last us that time. Typically before games we do anything from, you know, stretching and taping, just anything that the guys need to prepare them to get ready for the match. You know, the big thing is taping, whether it be blisters or ankles, and then yeah, just here to basically make sure they're ready to go.
If you go and ask 11 guys, how would you play? You're going to get 11 different opinions. Because everybody has a different opinion on how they want to play. But if you ask the Toronto guys, how does Toronto FC play? If you ask the 11 guys, I'd like to think about 3 weeks into training that all 11 guys could tell you exactly what they're doing.
We're writing a new history. It starts today. There is history that precedes us, but we really want to turn the page and start a whole new chapter.
Coming off that season into this season, you know, everything's got to be better. Everything's got to be on point. We've all got to be, as a players and as a team, we've all got to be moving in the right direction. There can't be people going in the other direction. You know, we need to be as a unit.
That's why I think that he's going to be such a good coach, because he'll approach this as a step-by-step process. He understands that we're not going to get from A to Z overnight. We've got to make that journey. And that's an important attribute, I think, in a coach, to understand what are the process of steps that get you to where you want to end up.
It's a very level playing league. You know, there's not teams that are like a lot better than other teams. You know, the bottom to the top. So I think you've got to fight for every inch, basically. I know it's a cliche, but you've got to fight for every inch, and you know, if we can do that as a team and as a unit, then I think we'll be successful.
When you get that, that's when you start. For me, you start having a foundation of building something good.
This is the best part. End of the day. This is 15, yep, this is start of 15. Wow. There's a stumping question for you. I just love being around football. It's a big part of, you know, I've grown up with it since I was a kid. I just always agree with it. You go, yeah, remember when so-and-so scored that goal? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm thinking, which game was that? See so many games, you know, you just sort of. If you'd have asked me when I was a kid if I wanted to be an equipment manager, I would have not known what that was or what it entails. But now, you know, you don't grow up to be an equipment manager, you just, you know. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And I got offered a chance 14 years ago.
Yeah, you know, Toronto, the city, is, I'm new, so I've only been there a month, but it's phenomenal. It's you know, it's the 4th largest city in North America, behind only, or in the United States and Canada anyway, behind only New York, LA, and Chicago. So it's, you know, it's bigger than Philly, bigger than DC, bigger than Boston. It's the center for banking, center for technology. And our company that owns our team, Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment, is one of the great sports organizations in the world. We own the Raptors, we own the Leafs, we own the Air Canada Center, we own actually a lot of the surrounding real estate. We have a world's largest sports bar. Not that I expect you to be there. So it's a great place to work. We also have, we have a phenomenal fan base. We're in the top 3 in the league in attendance and in season tickets. And we've got by far the best training facility in the league, with the best opportunity for players to really improve. We haven't been as good on the field as anybody would like. You know, it's not a secret. That's why we have the first pick in the draft, and we have a lot of work to do. But we've set out now on a really careful plan to move this team forward.
One of the main benefits of any preseason trip like that is going to be camaraderie. Because you lock people in a room for 3 weeks, same roommate, and you know, more often than not, they're going to come away pretty good friends. And not just your roommates, but everybody that you're spending time with. It's funny because you might think that you would tend to associate with people that you have more in common with, but I mean, in my room, we had 2 connecting rooms, and it was Andrew, who's GA from California, Jeremy, who's GA from Florida, and then Richard, who's obviously from Manchester United. So really, I have nothing in common with any of them, but we had an amazing time and have a pretty good relationship. So pretty much everybody in the team, which is weird because there's not very often teams that are like that where everybody gets along pretty well. But this year, and even somewhat last year to some degree, everybody pretty much gets along, which is really interesting. You know, you just learn people's personalities, and you learn to respect and trust other people, which you can't just throw people out on the field and expect them to trust and respect each other. So just the relationships help in terms of getting to know everybody, and also kind of establishing a foundation on which an even deeper relationship can be built. Well, it's funny, when I was trying to find a place for last season, my agent was saying that he called every team except for Toronto. So when I was imagining where I would be, Toronto was the last place that I was thinking about. So when I started to find out that I was going to Toronto and thinking about it, I didn't know what to think at all. I was imagining hockey, obviously, in a lot of cold. When I got here, it was pretty cold. But no, I love it. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. It's a huge city, which is different for me, obviously, but it has everything. You're never bored, especially when the weather gets nice. Take a walk, take a streetcar, go down to the water, restaurants, patios, all that kind of stuff. And especially having the team around, and they're spread out everywhere, so I get to see everything, which is nice. I really want to be here in Toronto when things turn around, which is hopefully this season. Because when the team does turn it around, it's going to be truly something ridiculous. It's going to go crazy, and just to be a part of that and to feel that excitement. Because even the excitement that we feel from them, if you look at some of the games we've had at BMO and Rogers, it's incredible. And last year we were at the bottom of the table all year long, and they were still giving it their all. So that is something that excites me and excites everyone on the team. And just to give them something to be even that much more excited about is a huge motivation.
So we're putting together a banner, and it's going to be, I guess, like a interactive or living banner. We're going to have the team sign it, we're going to have the group sign it, we're going to have fans sign it. We're going to have it hanging, I believe, at the Rogers Center for that game. It's a tribute to the team and a recognition that we're starting over. We've hit the reset button, and we're excited to be behind the team.
Waking up and it's game day, knowing that we're all going to get together. Yeah, win or lose, regardless of how the team is doing, getting all together as the group, getting fired up, hitting up our tailgate, hitting up our pregame pub, marching in together to the stadium. Currently, Frei, he's really, he's given a lot to the supporters too. He's actually come out to some supporter meetings. He made that cool banner last year. We had a meeting with the front office on planning banners for 2013, and he was there front and center, so it was pretty cool of him to take the time.
I look straight onto the lake. I have a beautiful view, I think. You can see the island airport. Great coffee shops that way. King and Queen, 2 blocks over there. So in the city, like I said, you got it all. Well, I think you can go through districts where you really can see that the graffiti, for example, is some of them are done legally, some of them are still up there. At least they're, they leave them up there. Especially growing up in Switzerland, I had to take a train to go to school, and going past all the trains or passes and stuff like that, there was always graffiti, and I always loved the bright colors and all those things. I have multiple things that I work on, but as some of my Twitter followers might know, I have one thing that I'm working on. It's not quite done yet, but that's ultimately it. Are you red? with geometric shapes, but grass, dirt, metal, but a lot of red in it. And TFC, yeah, still working on it. We'll see what comes out of it. Maybe I'm gonna make it available to the public at some point. I know when I go up Bathurst, the higher up you get, you can definitely see there's tons of graffitis out that way. So at the same time, you can find some really big name artists. Like some favorites, I have a German dime, who he has a piece in the city. You know, Banksy. I've seen a piece of Banksy in the city. So it's really it's awesome when you just kind of go. You know, this is like, for example, he's almost a legend when it comes to this type of art. And you just walk through the city and then, wait, that's Banksy right there. That's fantastic. That's awesome. It's really cool. So tonight is our kickoff party for 2013. In the past, it's just been a party just to kind of start the season, I guess. But tonight we're also unveiling our new jersey, which I've seen, and I think people should be very excited about, because I think it's going to be one of the best jerseys this league has ever seen. It's a fun event where again we're going to show our jersey. Everybody that is going to make it out is going to get introduced to the team. Obviously we have new coaching staff as well, and then just kind of mingle a little bit, talk with the fans, you know, see what they maybe are hoping for, what they got planned. How we can maybe help them out, and also maybe how we can let them know how they can help us. It's not just them kind of showing up on a Saturday, watching a bit of footy for 2 hours and going back home, you know. I think it's really a way of living for them, as it should be for us. As professional athletes, it's a way of living, you know. Soccer should be your passion, and it's really nice to see our fans have that passion as well.
Even the work side of it, like coming in early to the stadium and hanging up all the banners, setting up the drums, any other things we have to organize pre and post game, setting up the tailgates, taking them down. It's a labor of love. We're all hanging out together, doing stuff we like. We just trying to be really friendly and accessible to everybody, and yeah, just sort of spread the word.
Because again, like I said, we're all in this together. That's the great thing about football. We're all they're our 12th man, and if they can bring it, it will help us tremendously. And so we're really excited to kick off the season, and kickoff party is kind of symbolizes that.